How do these 6 seed Niners stack up against the 1 seed Packers? The glaring number, of course, that Aaron Rodgers 0-3 against this team. Different team, though.
It is a different team. It's a different Green Bay Packers team. I think this is probably the best defense Aaron Rodgers has had on his team, has been a part of in his entire career. So I do think this is the best. This is going to be a great matchup. But I'm going to look at the San Francisco run game first and foremost. I mean, in that first matchup, week 3, the San Francisco 49ers only rushed for 67 yards. They got out-muscled. They got out-physical. It's crazy to say that a Kyle Shanahan's team got out-muscled, right? But that's exactly what happened. And I think what you heard from Matt LaFleur right there was him putting that out there and putting that energy out there for his team. We're going to have to be physical. And then if they truly want to win this game, they got to stop Davante Adams. I mean, Davante Adams has lit this team up. I mean, he averages it in 5 games versus the Niners. 124 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. And he does a lot of his work from the slot where he creates a lot of space. Jeezy, you talked about it, earlier, how Aaron Rodgers' ability to put the ball, no matter who's defending him, no matter whether there's 2 or 3 guys covering him, Aaron Rodgers' ability to put the ball just in a place where Davante Adams can get it, that's going to be the difference in this game. And the San Francisco 49ers, they better guard this dude, especially in that slot.
Wait, that went too fast. He's got averaging
123.6 receiving yards in 5 games. Averaging, yeah. That's just what he gets off the plane and does. You know what I'm saying?
Career 60. Okay, he's not averaging 5 touchdowns a game. That'd probably be some kind of record, but
no.
That's pretty impressive. This San Francisco team, if they were playing anybody else in the NFC, I'd probably pick them this week and say, like, oh, this is a great match. Really? Even in the AFC, I haven't even thought about it, but maybe in the AFC, the way that they're
going into Arrowhead.
Yeah. Right, yeah. I'd be like, oh, they got, this feels wrong. This just feels like a bad matchup for them. The last 2 times they played this team, Packers have played clean football, no giveaways, 2 takeaways in each game. I feel like they've started to find the answers that they didn't have the year before, and now they're riding with that confidence.
It's the physicality. Remember, in that playoff game, Jimmy threw the ball 8 times?
Yeah.
8 times, and they beat the hell out of them out of the Packers that night. It's the physical presence, and I think that's why you're hearing Matt LaFleur say it out loud. Come on, we got to be physical. They were off last week, guys.
Yeah.
That lather from the season doesn't just come back.
And the other thing is they're getting the cavalry back, which sounds great, right? But these guys, a lot of them haven't played in a while, and even if they did, there was just a little spot duty or whatever. So I get that part of it, but I'll take all those guys coming back. Give me them all. Give me the reinforcements.
Rather have them than not.
Better to have them. Give me the reinforcements at this time.
Who are they? Who are the guys that you expect to be on the field that haven't been?
Well, there are guys that haven't been or just came back. Jair Alexander, David Bakhtiari, Zadarius Smith.
Whitney Merciless.
Whitney Merciless. Who am I missing?
It's important. Those are a lot of guys.
Guys coming back.
I'm blanking. I think
Billy Turner back?
Billy Turner came back in week 18, I believe, and played a little bit. So these are a lot of guys coming back for this team, and all of a sudden feeling good about looking around.
So they better not lose,
hey, he's
is
here.
what you're saying.
Hey, he's here. Hey, he's here.
So
they better not lose. Yeah, they better not lose. Who knows if the quarterback's coming back?
Aaron Rodgers, I'm telling you this now. Y'all lose this game, bro. Man, put a microphone in front of me. I'm going in on Aaron.
What do you mean?
I am. Because
Mike
he's the best team that he's been around. And, the offseason, all of those things. I think last year, to me, he could have scrambled and gotten to the end zone on that 3rd down play. And I think that's why Matt LaFleur was like, you know what, let me go ahead and kick it and try to get the ball back. To me, this is Aaron Rodgers' time, man. If he doesn't go to the Super Bowl, if he doesn't win it, we talk about arm talents that should be winning Super Bowls. Come on, man. Aaron Rodgers only got one of those things. What are we talking about?
I get it. And Mike, you say that you would take the Niners to anyone else. If I'm the Packers, I would love to have seen anyone else. Give me the Rams in the cold weather. Give me, oh gosh, Stafford and Lambeau. Ooh. You talk about, give me the Bucks. Okay, give us another shot. Give us Brady. Okay, give us whoever it is. Give us the Cowboy. 49ers, historically, Kay, you mentioned it, Rodgers has not done well in playoff games against this team. And I'll go back in time. Let's take a look at the 2012 NFC Divisional round. Here we go. Kaepernick's home, and what's he do? I don't know. Runs for 181 rushing yards on that logo. It is.
It's the flex.
2 rushing touchdowns. How about we go to the 2013 wild card round where Kaepernick shows up sleeveless. I worked the sidelines on this game. Shows up sleeveless in negative degrees. I was wearing 18 layers in this one. Kaepernick had 325 yards. And you're saying, well, Kaepernick's not under center. And that was a different coach. That was Harbaugh as the coach.
Right.
All right, 2 years ago. Let's go to the NFC Championship game. You mentioned the game. Jimmy only threw the ball 8 times because Raheem Mostert just scored another touchdown on this field. 4 rushing touchdowns, 220 yards. And I know they beat them, a banged-up Niners team last year. And I know they beat them in a miracle way earlier this season where Rodgers pulled another awesome rabbit out of his hat. But, like, Kyle Shanahan groomed and mentored Matt LaFleur. Kyle Shanahan was in Washington and Tampa with Joe Barry. Kyle Shanahan was there before Nathaniel Hackett was in Tampa as the young quality control guy under Gruden. Like, Kyle Shanahan comes into this building saying, I know that coach, I know that coach, I know that coach, I know what they do, I know how they do it, and I know I've got the more physical team. I don't think the Packers wanted to see the Niners. I'm not sure who I'm picking in this game. Yeah. I'm just saying history and coaching. I think the 49ers, they are not scared to walk into that building, and they certainly aren't fearful of watching number 12 take the field on Sunday.
Really well said. The word soft, the worst word you can use to describe any unit in the NFL. That's the word that's always thrown around when it comes to the Niners and the Packers in these matchups. The strength and physicality on the Niners side and what's up with the defense. I've heard the word soft, uses the adjective to describe it. I don't think that's the case this year.
No, I think
I think it's different, and they're going to get these studs back. They match up really well, these Niners, and they're impossible. They're terrifying because they're impossible to plan for, which we talked about with Debo and company. I will say, to me, it's if I'm a Niners fan or a Packers fan, I don't know how to set alerts on my phone because I'm not savvy at all, but Fred Warner, Nick Bosa.
That's it. You can literally just tell the phone to set an alert. It'll do it for you. Yeah.
Hey, set an alert for Nick Bosa and Fred Warner.
You got to call
Listen, Fred Warner practiced yesterday. You just heard Stacey Dale say it. This is the most critical thing to me. I don't care. This is it right here because the Niners defense, they've had some shaky moments this year, Peter Schrager, and it's hard to imagine them containing Aaron Rodgers without their 2 best defensive players. But to your point, and I want to know, M-Rob as a player, I'm not saying that the Bucs are scared to face the Packers. I'm not saying the Rams are, Stafford, but this team is certainly not afraid to go in there. There is no mystique of they own them in the playoffs in recent memory.
I would implore our viewers to just run that back with Schrager just said, what Peter just said. I think every player in the 49er locker room understands the power of their head coach and his abilities. From what I hear from guys in that locker room, he literally stands up in front of the team and explains exactly how they're going to shred teams. So it gives this team confidence to go in there. And actually, I think the 49ers are playing off of that adversity, saying, look, man, nobody's giving us a chance. We've been in the playoffs for the last 5 weeks pretty much because we had to fight for our playoff lives. I'm telling you, this is a resilient bunch. They know how to run the football, and they're physical. I mean, just look at what Trent Williams does on almost every single play. This will be a tough matchup. Again, I don't know who I'm going to pick yet, but I tell you one thing, I'm going to be thinking about those Niners.
I'm thinking about the Niners quarterback. I mentioned the defense. I'm keying in on those injuries. I don't think they can contain Aaron Rodgers without their 2 best defensive players. What about the quarterback?
Jimmy Garoppolo listed as limited in practice on, what was yesterday? Tuesday?
Yeah.
They practiced on Tuesday? That's kind of weird. Oh, they played on Saturday.
There you go.
Oh, no, they played on Sunday. Oh, whatever. They practiced on Tuesday.
Got a game
he
on
was
Saturday.
limited. He's got a shoulder. That's what it is. They got a game on Saturday, Peter. These Saturday games are killing me. Shoulder and thumb. He was asked yesterday, which was Tuesday, which injury is giving you more trouble, the shoulder or the thumb? And he replied, yes. So both injuries giving him problems right now. He's in a lot of pain. It's when he throws the football, it's kind of after he releases it, that's where the pain really comes in on the thumb. So it's more mind over matter, and he can still grip the football and power through it. But now you add the shoulder to it. That's not a great situation. So we'll see about Jimmy Garoppolo. His availability doesn't seem to be in doubt. It's just about how effective he'll be, Kay.
Not good.
No, and he was money the first half of the game, and then the second half kind of fell off a cliff, and maybe it was because of the shoulder. And you don't know. That interception that he threw to Brown, maybe that's because of the shoulder. But As always, playoffs, no one wants to hear about it. Just go out there and you got to tough it out, and Jimmy will do the same.
He's going to have to
Russell
threaten
Douglas
this
wants
team.
to hear about it.
They're going to have to threaten this defense downfield. They want to run the ball. We want to see Deebo Samuels do his thing, out of the backfield. At some point, Jimmy's going to have to hit a deep pass, one or two, just to back Amos and those safeties up a little bit, because if not, they're just going to sit on the run game and it's going to be impossible.
That's what I'm worried about, because when he had to throw a little bit against the Cowboys, didn't go so great.